In from Cillian Petrov.
Spotting and developing young footballers can prove exceptionally profitable.
Aidan McGeady, the 18-year-old.
Scots-born Aidan McGeady was nurtured by Celtic's youth system before scoring on his first-team debut. Just 6 years later, he was sold for £10 million. Good business. But just 4% of youngsters registered with a professional team reach the big time. That doesn't put off 6-year-old Lewis Robertson and 10-year-old Ross Alexander.
I like football because you get lots of opportunities to play with big clubs.
And who do you want to play for when you grow up?
Scotland.
One touch, then pass.
But the youngsters' relatives say the existing youth system is immoral and possibly illegal. They're asking Holyrood to step in.
You know, I meet boys that are 12 years old and have been told, sorry, we have to release you, you're not going to be a football player. Now, that is destroying young children.
They say the registration forms young players sign are too restrictive and mislead them about their prospects. They say clubs harvest too many children before later dropping them. They also want youngsters to have the right to break their contract as easily as the clubs. Right now, all eyes are on who's in and who's out in the transfer window. But the petitioners say a system of compensation for under-16s who move clubs has also created a transfer market for kids.
They shouldn't be surviving off potentially making money off a 13 or 14 or a 15-year-old. It's absolutely outrageous.
Inside Holyrood, the bosses of the Scottish game promised a review but insisted
nobody is talking about children as commodities. What we're talking about is developing talented children.
If we move away from that principle, then we will remove any incentive for clubs to develop young players.
The old firm insisted they do their best by their young players.
We do make it as fun and as entertaining and as appropriate to their age group as we can.
There is a dropout there, but at the same time there's opportunities there as well to live their dream, really, and that is to be a professional footballer.
So the bosses of Scottish football are now under pressure to act, but with clubs now hugely dependent on selling youth players for big bucks, they're likely to resist fundamental change. The future of Scottish football could well be at stake. Jamie Livingston, STV News at Holyrood.